Have you ever really looked at a simple object, like, say, an ice cream scoop, and just wondered, how did this get here? Or maybe you've stared up at a massive airplane and tried to wrap your head around the sheer effort it took to build. Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden world of product development. It's the secret story behind pretty much everything you use every single day.
I mean, just look at these things. On the surface, they couldn't be more different. You've got a simple kitchen tool, a little robot that cleans your floors, a super high-tech electric car, and a gigantic passenger jet. They're in totally different worlds, right? Different scales, different technologies, but believe it or not, they all share a secret blueprint for success.
And that's the big question, isn't it? It sounds like the start of a bad joke, but the answer is actually fascinating. It reveals these universal principles that turn a simple idea into a physical thing, whether it fits in your hand or flies you across an ocean. So let's get into it.
Let's start with that ice cream scoop. You might think, hey, someone probably just sketched that out on a napkin over lunch, right? Nope. To get it just right, the feel in your hand, the right materials, the way it's manufactured, the development cost was $100,000 for a scoop.
Okay, now let's just jump to the other end of the spectrum, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The cost to develop that incredible aircraft and bring it to life, a mind-boggling $15 billion. With a B. The scale is it's almost impossible to comprehend. And what about the teams making these things? Well, for the scoop, the main internal team that made it happen peaked at just 4 people. Just a small, super focused group solving one specific problem.
And for the 787? Yeah, a little different. At its peak, the internal development team had 7,000 people. That's basically a small city full of engineers, designers, and specialists, all trying to work together towards one enormously complex goal.
So you've got these absolutely wild differences in cost, complexity, and team size. How on earth can we even compare them? Well, it turns out that every single product development project, from the simplest gizmo to the most complex machine, is basically graded using the very same scorecard. And here they are. These are the 5 key dimensions of success. See, it's not just about making something that looks cool. It's about how well you made it, how much it costs to actually produce, how fast you got it done, how much you had to spend to get there, and this is a big one, what your team learned for next time. So first up, product quality. This one's the most fundamental question of all. Does it work? Does it actually solve the problem for the customer? And is it going to break in a week? If the answer to any of those is no, then honestly, nothing else really matters. Next, you've got product cost. Now, this isn't the price you see on the shelf. This is what it costs the company to make each one. This number includes everything, the raw materials, the labor, and even setting up the factory and tools needed to churn them out profitably. Then there's development time, and in today's world, speed is absolutely critical. The faster you can get a great product to market, the better you can react to what customers want and, of course, stay one step ahead of your competitors. Time really is money here. Fourth on our list is development cost. Remember that $100,000 for the scoop? That's what this is. It's the total one-time investment to get the project off the ground. And keeping that budget under control is crucial for making the whole thing worth it in the end. And finally, we have development capability. This one is so interesting because it's all about looking to the future. Did the team learn something new? Did they invent a new process or technology they can use again? A truly great project doesn't just succeed on its own. It makes the next project even better. Okay, so we know how success is measured. But who are the people actually doing all this work? Well, let me tell you. Creating a product is never a one-person show. It's a total team sport, and it requires a whole bunch of different skills. At the very heart of pretty much every project, you're going to find these 3 core functions working together. Think of it like a 3-legged stool. Marketing is the bridge to the customer. They figure out what people actually need, design takes that need and figures out what the product should look and feel like, and manufacturing's job is to figure out how to actually build the thing reliably and at a good cost. But that core team doesn't work in a vacuum. Nope, they are surrounded by an extended team. This brings in specialists from other departments like finance or sales. And this is key. It also includes outside partners, like the suppliers who might be making crucial parts. It's this whole complex web of people all collaborating. Now, just because you've got the right team and you know the rules for success, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Oh no. Every single project is like running an obstacle course, and it's filled with all these built-in challenges and conflicts that the team has to figure out how to navigate. And what's funny is pretty much every team faces the same kind of hurdles. They're always making tough trade-offs. They're trying to build something in a world where technology and what customers want are constantly changing. They're under insane time pressure, the economic stakes are huge, and they have to get people from completely different backgrounds to all pull in the same direction. It's tough.
Just take the classic battle between quality and cost. It's a perfect example. To make a product better, more durable, more reliable, you often need to use more expensive materials or more complex processes. But to hit a low manufacturing cost, you might have to simplify the design or use cheaper parts. This constant balancing act is right at the very heart of making anything. So how do teams get through this gauntlet of challenges? How do you take a team of thousands of people and a budget of billions and guide it from just an idea to a finished airplane without the whole thing collapsing into chaos? Well, they use a map, a structured process.
This right here is the roadmap they follow. It's a 6-phase process that lays out a clear path. It all starts with planning. From there, they develop the basic concept, design the big picture system, and then they dive deep into the detailed design of every last nut and bolt. After that, it's all about rigorous testing and making it better, and finally, ramping up production for the big launch. This structure is what brings order to all that chaos.
So, from the spoon in your kitchen drawer to the phone in your pocket, every single product you touch is the result of this intense journey of collaboration, trade-offs, and structured problem-solving. This is the process that literally builds our world. So, the only question left is, what will you create?